The Northwest is an extraordinary place with stunning mountains, giant firs, farms, and rivers flowing from the hills to our towns, to an inland sea we are fighting to save. Made wealthy by the kings of the ocean, our great Chinook salmon, and the orca who rely on them. Made wealthy by the talent and wisdom of the diverse peoples who make this home. Will we keep this a place for all of us? With healthy neighborhoods and healthy rivers, an economy that thrives in our cities and our towns, with space for our most vulnerable, whether families or salmon. We all know the survival of the orca relies on all of this, all of us together. Good morning. I'm Michelle Connor, President and CEO of Forterra. I have the honor of working alongside people who put their hearts and shoulders into keeping this place we live a place we love. There are my 60 Forterra colleagues, experts in ecology, law, data analysis, community engagement, finance, and so much more. With the help and support of our CEO Emeritus, Jean Duvernoy. And our founding board chair, Jerry Johnson, along with all our past and present Forterra board members. Then there's you, who contribute so much to tackling our region's challenges every day. Altogether, we are Forterra. Over the past 29 years, Forterra has worked to secure keystone places for a sustainable future by acquiring them, caring for them, and crafting policies that work at a landscape scale. Forterra helps people take risks, to make common cause, to transform a relationship, a place, to transform our home. At Forterra, we believe there are 1,000 positive actions within our reach to make things right. This morning, we invite you to pause and celebrate our collective efforts with 4 stories that show the promise that comes from recognizing our futures are intertwined. Rivers tie this place together, from the mountains to the Salish Sea. Keystone places, without a doubt. Today we start on the Cedar. The upper Cedar River is protected, keeping Seattle's water cool, clean, and fresh. But over the years, invasive knotweed ran riot on the river's lower 20 miles. 40, really, when you count both banks. Crowding out habitat for salmon, including Chinook, and starving the orca, who have relied for generations on salmon from close-to-home rivers like the Cedar. Scientists said there was simply no way to control the knotweed. Agencies, despite many good works to support the Cedar's health, threw up their hands at the practicality of dealing with 400 individual landowners along the river, tempting everyone to write the Cedar off as lost. Everyone but Judy. Now, if you haven't met Judy, you should know she runs our riparian restoration program. 10 years ago, that's right, 10 years ago, Judy quietly made up her mind to restore the whole river. She wasn't put off by the scale, or when landowner after landowner after landowner refused to open their door to her. At the office, Judy's not one for idle talk. She's honed in on maps, budgets, work plans, grant applications. In the field, Judy's in front, breaking trail, clearing brush, showing the crews working for her how it's done. But Judy's also got an eye on the landscape, and not just because she's an ecologist. Judy is an artist. When a landowner finally, hesitantly opened a door and let Judy into a backyard overrun by a mass of 9-foot-tall knotweed, Judy made a sketch, a picture, a vision of that little piece of shoreline restored to health with native shrubs, trees, and a beautiful view of the river. Who could say no to that? No one. Neighbor by neighbor, year after year, Judy gained the trust of everyone along the river. And after a decades-long work, ultimately, no one said no. Anywhere along those 40 miles of riverbank, newcomer, long-timer, Republican, Democrat, independent, old, young, Judy brought everyone together. No one said no. Judy wrote dozens of grants, enlisted all 400 landowners, led youth crews, and served as the glue for what has become a formidable partnership. Inspired by Judy's doggedness, that partnership has restored the entire Cedar River to native plants. For a cost of just $5,000 per landowner. Now, there will be more plants to plant and weeds to contain. But what's different is that landowners are now taking their own initiative, calling Judy to ask for her help stewarding their river. Judy didn't just revive a river. Judy revived a community's ownership of their place and their future. That's Forterra at our best. Judy's now leading restoration efforts on 5 more rivers. Just look at the reach of a vision built parcel by parcel, river mile after river mile. See how small acts can add up to so much? At Forterra, we stick with it, despite setbacks, despite challenges. 4 years. Judy's success on the Cedar is the culmination of a decade of work. We've brought the same tenacity to our work in Tukwila because we believe big leaps come from compounding small acts through persistence over time. To share our progress in Tukwila and our efforts and how they add up for the health and wealth of our entire region, please welcome my colleague, Elay Sadin.